I don't know. Like I had a lot of friends who are getting out, you know, because
moving away.
yeah, everyone's leaving because it's just like we moved here. When I was moved, and I used to come here all the time in the 80s, 90s when I was a little kid. I had a lot of family here. I don't remember it being that big of a much bigger of a town than my towns in Kentucky. And now it feels like, and I fucking hate LA. I have to go out there to do ridiculousness and bullshit like that. But
it's a great show though. Ridiculousness.
Yeah, and it
runs MTV.
Yeah, and then I go do it, and it's like, is it worth it? And Rob Dyrdek goes, yeah, we'll probably run it about 90 times. So I guess it's worth my time.
Yeah,
but it's like this has turned into fucking LA, you know.
How many times you been on Ridiculousness?
It's my second time.
Yeah, but Ridiculousness, if you go on MTV, when it used to be, and we've had this conversation before, they used to have Next and Room Raiders and all these different TV shows, along with the music videos, and now really all they got is Ridiculousness.
No, it really is. It's Ridiculousness TV.
Yeah, and it's just like all day. That's what they run. And so when he's saying it runs 90 times, so you get a check every single time they run it.
It's not that I get a check. It's like
you get a check, you get a little pays.
I mean, I could. My manager's here. No one's sending me that check. But I'm saying, like, as far as it's the only mainstream show that'll have me on.
Yeah.
And as far as mainstream shows,
we're pretty mainstream.
It's pretty good that the one show that'll have me on airs my episode 90 fucking times a day.
Yeah.
You let it rip on the show like you
oh
do
my God. I finally watched it the other night, my new episode. I couldn't hear a word. It was just fucking bleeps. Nonstop. That's all it was.
Really?
Because Rob Dyrdek comes up to me before. He's like, just go for it. I wish I'd known that it would be, because it's not as cool or fun if it's just all bleep. They're like, what do you think about that clip? And it's just like bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah.
It's just not that fun.
What do you think of Rob Dyrdek? He seems like he's got his shit together.
Genius.
I think you're right. I think he's a fucking genius. And my little conversation I've had with him, what I know about him is he seems like he's got something I wish I had. He's just like a business fucking genius and knows he's making. When I go do that show, you know how many of those he does in a fucking day?
A lot, because he compiles it to where he only spends like 30% of time working.
Well, the day I was there, I think they
scheduled, right?
Yeah.
I think I was there like a month or two ago. He must have shot 20 shows that day.
Yeah, he's like...
And 20 episodes, that's 2 months of episodes.
Yeah, he's dialed, like, as far as scheduling.
And I don't think he did a take two ever. He's just like going.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a genius, bro. I've been getting into his stuff. Like, he's on Instagram.
But I saw some
stuff starting to go on like Instagram now. And
I saw a clip of him explaining that he was like, he demanded a piece of the advertising on the show or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that, what was the clip I saw where he was like, before he got the show, well, he was a skater or something, right?
He started a DC shoe company.
So anyway, but he done a lot of shit. He went to all his companies.
Right? He started DC? Am I right by saying that? I think he started DC.
He went to all the companies he had sponsorships with before his show aired because he knew he was going to get big. So he went, I want less money and a bigger percentage.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's fucking low because he knew that being on the show would.
And doing when he stood up Fantasy Factory, he knew, like, because this was a clip I saw recently too. He knew all of his brands were going to really benefit being on, like,
and he would wear the shoes on the show.
Anyway. And everything kind of took off. He's insightful to listen to. I like him a lot. I loved him back when he did Fantasy Factory. Like, he would do stuff, and I was like, man, it'd be so sick to have like a Fantasy Factory, which crazy because we got a little warehouse now. We
got a little deal going right now. Yeah,
but you always loved him back then.
The Fantasy Factory.
Yeah,
you really like this bus, huh?
I dig it. Yeah,
it's cool. I used to travel around in different NASCAR places, but I think Rob, the way Brandon Schaub talks about him, kind of you see him the way he operates and stuff like that.
Check him out on Instagram. Not to
like
give him a nice little plug there.
Yeah.
But check him out on Instagram. His stuff is actually
any more
really
nice
cool.
things you want to say about the guy who's not here?
I mean,
what else could you say? He's probably got a piece on him.
You think so?
Nah, I don't. I don't think he's got a piece on him. You look at skaters and it's like Bam Margera, no. Him, no. Bucky Lasek, maybe.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's got
a fucking anaconda on him, dude.
You know that's a fact.
What's that?
That's a fact.
I don't think it's a fact, but I think you just look at him.
If you look at guys' features,
those
super tall, real big hands,
tall, lanky guys. Yeah,
lanky. He's got big nose, like he's got a fucking.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Go ahead.
The biggest dick in the NFL you've seen?
The one that I've seen, and I've said it on this podcast a few times, but Amir Abdullah is probably the biggest I've seen in person.
Give me like a number.
I don't know if I got a number or something. You look at it and you kind of quickly look at it way out of fear, right? Out of respect.
Yeah, that's what
it's like a respectful fear. It's like that motherfucker has got it. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
Just a pause on the pocket. Yeah.
Does the guy strap it down before the games, you think?
You got to do something. It definitely like.
Because it's not going to fit in that little thing.
Right. To me, it definitely leans.
It's going down like it's in his sock?
Wouldn't that just be something? For me, it'd be Bernard Pollard. I think he just he was my rookie year as a safety. And I don't think it was the biggest one I've ever seen, but he definitely had that thing out all the time. The prettiest. Yeah, it was a very handsome boy. Yeah. It was a very handsome boy.
To me, it's just crazy. It's like, what do you do with it?
You had a glow in your eye when
What's crazy to me...
You see, he's definitely reminiscing.
What's really like blown me away in how this podcast is trying to change my life is like, there's zero like flinch when it's like penises. What do you think? And in my head, I start going through my Rolodex of cocks. You know what I'm saying?
No,
here we are.
We all got it, man.
Yeah, everyone's got that Rolodex. Yeah, he's got a piece on him.
I wish I knew more guys with big dicks. All my friends have got the fucking tiny dicks.
Really?
Like who?
That's tough. I'm sorry, bud.
I don't want to name their names, but you know.
I want to put them out there like that.
A manager.